Hey guys, this is Jimmy from Primer It Is Best. Hope I can hold this steady enough so I don't shake it all over the place. Thought I'd tell you another story in my life that is a true story, and hopefully you will enjoy hearing it. Uh, it's when the story is about when my wife and I went out on our first date. It was interesting, very interesting. Uh, I met her. I met my wife through a friend, a co-worker at work, and she introduced us. And I asked Mrs PIB, I said, would you like to go see a movie and maybe get something to eat? And she said, yeah, she would. So, I was trying to put on my best behavior and do my best to make a good impression. And I'm sure she was too. So I thought, well, what can I do? And what I've always done in the past, because if I don't know somebody, I really don't talk a whole lot. I know that's hard to believe, but I don't talk a whole lot. So I thought what I'll do first is take her to see a movie. And then if I run out of something to talk about, I can always, while we're eating, I can always talk about the movie. So that's always worked in the past, every time I went out with somebody. So I was really wanting to impress her. So, brace up here. So I took her to Chattanooga, where they have Chattanooga, Tennessee. I live in East Tennessee. We drove all the way to Chattanooga, Tennessee. I was trying to impress her, and they had a movie theater that showed, uh, I don't know, 6 movies, 7, all at one time, which is pretty uncommon around here where I live. So I we got down to Chattanooga, and I found the movie theater, and I was trying to be a gentleman and all that stuff, and I said, I tell you what, I said, I'll let you pick which movie you want to see. And I don't know if you've ever seen this movie or not, but it's called Sniper with Tom Berenger. I think that's how you say his last name, Berenger, Tom Berenger. Sniper. It just come out. And boy, howdy, I was wanting her to pick that movie. But she didn't. She picked the chick flick. And so I sat there and watched that chick flick. 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours. And I went and got her a big old Coke and a big old bag of popcorn, me and her, and we sat there and watched that chick flick. And anyway, I wasn't really interested in it. I don't even know the name of it. But the thing was, after you come out of the movie, uh, we watched the chick flick movie and we started to leave. Well, uh, it just so happened that Tom Berenger, that Sniper movie, was coming back on again. And I told her, I said, let's get in line and act like we're getting popcorn and a Coke or get something. I said, we'll go in there. I said, I'd love to see that movie, Sniper, with Tom Berenger. So she agreed. And we went in there and watched that movie, Tom Berenger. But it was really only me watching it because she fell asleep. Watching Sniper. She fell asleep. Have you ever seen that movie? You're not going to fall asleep. I was on the edge of my seat and she was fast asleep. So, that by the time we got done with the movie and I woke her up, is probably, I don't know, 10 o'clock. The movie theater is in a huge mall. Well, when we got out, the mall was closing, or most of the stores had closed. There wasn't nothing open. She said, remember, we had a big old box of popcorn and a Coke. So when we got done with the movie, walking out of Tom Berenger Sniper movie, which was the last one they were showing, uh, she said, I've got to go to the restroom. I said, you know what? I said, I do too. So we went to the restroom, and by the time we come out of the restroom from, going to the restroom, so by the time we got out, everybody was gone. So, that was the last feature. So we was trying to get out of the mall, and we couldn't get out of the mall. We were stuck in that huge mall, and it's huge. I think it's called Hamilton Place. Yeah, Hamilton Place Mall. It's huge, or it was. Anyway, so I was going around, looking at, there's restaurants in the mall. There's all kinds of, back in the day, remember this is in the early 90s, so there's J.C. Penney's, Sears, all these places. And, it's just full of stores, but everybody was closed. They had what do you call that stuff, you pull, and, it's all, oh, it's like a fence. You know what I'm talking about? Collapses and folds out. I can't think of the name of it just now. Anyway, I found this guy that was cleaning tables. The movie theater, everybody was closed. I couldn't believe it. So I was running up and down the mall, trying to find somebody to let us out, because I just pictured in my head, they was going to turn dogs loose or something, or call the cops, or thinking we'd broke in, something. And you're not going to believe this part, but I parked my car at a store called Belk. I don't know if you've ever heard of Belk, but at the time it was a pretty big chain of stores. I didn't know it, but at Hamilton Place Mall, there's 2 Belks. So, I thought there was only one Belk. Who would have known? Why would you have 2 Belks in one? Anyway, they sell clothes and stuff like that, shoes, cologne. Anyway, I found this guy at Ruby Tuesdays that was cleaning tables, and I was banging on the door pretty hard, and he kept hollering, "Buddy, we're closed, we're closed." I said, "Buddy, please, let us out of the mall." I said, "We're trapped in the mall, and we can't get out of the mall. Can you believe this?" And he finally, after some persuasion, he finally come to the door I was beating on, and he said, "I'll tell you what, I'll let you walk through the restaurant, Ruby Tuesdays, if you'll go right straight out the front door when I unlock it." I said, "Yes, sir." I said, "We just want out. We just want out." So he done what he said, and we done what we said. We got outside. Of course, it's dark 30. Can't see nothing except the lights in the parking lot. I couldn't find my car. There wasn't no cars in the parking lot. So I was running up and down y'all's going to think this is crazy, but I was running up and down the parking lot, trying to find my car. I thought somebody stole my car. And we finally found it. And, I found a Belk, and my car wasn't there in front of the Belk. So we just kept on. What else could you do? There's nobody else there. You're the only one in the dang parking lot. And so we just kept running around, and we finally found my car in front of another Belk. So anyway, we found my car. My car started. Thank the Lord for that. My car started. And by then, it's after 11 o'clock at night, and I still had a long way to go just to even get back to where we live. So I told her, Mrs PIB, I said, "Would you mind if we just ate something at my house?" I said, "I know how to make sausage biscuits." I said, "I've already got them in a box. You just put them in the microwave." And so I didn't take her no place to eat, really. So I took her to go eat at the house after we finally got home. It must have been midnight or a little after. And I fixed her, I fixed me and her both a sausage biscuit. You can buy them in a box like Jimmy Dean, or, sausage biscuits or something. And I think we had a glass of milk or something. And then I took her home, and I felt so bad, and I thought, well, so much for making a good impression. I bet she'll never go out with me again. And when I took her to her home, which is a pretty good distance from me, I said, "I'm sorry how this turned out this evening." I said, "I apologize." I said, would you like to go out with me again? Would you even consider it?" And she said yes. She said she's had the best time she's had in a long time. Can you believe it? I have a hard time believing that, but I probably wouldn't have went out with me again just because I wanted to see Sniper, or what I just said. But anyway, the rest is history. We kept dating and got to know each other really, really well, and talking on the phone and stuff, and I don't know, about a year and a half later or so, we got married. So been happily ever after ever since. So hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, please let me know. And I have a lot more stories I can tell you. Looking at this leaf. Have a lot more stories I can tell y'all. If you're interested in stories like this, I have a bunch. Sometimes it's nearly unbelievable to me, some of the things that's happened. I'm sure y'all have stories too, but if you like this stuff, let me know. Just subscribe to the channel, Primer This Best. I would appreciate it. And don't forget, I'm on Instagram, Primer This Best, Facebook, Primer This Best. Got a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget, and I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. So I occasionally put videos up on Man on a Budget too. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I hope it wasn't too boring. I was just trying to tell you stuff, weird things that's happened in my life. So, or what I think's weird. I don't think nobody else has had a date quite like that. But I got some more I can tell you. Believe me, that's terrible dates. So God bless y'all. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You won't miss any of my videos if you will subscribe to the channel and ring that little notification bell. And let me know if you like this kind of stuff. I call it story time. I'm just telling you little bits about my life. And hopefully you find it amusing. If I've made you smile, that's the whole purpose. God bless y'all. Y'all stay safe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, okay? I'll see y'all later.